It's Richard and David coming at you from different locations. We'll see if this works.
That is.
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Did I just get, Shannon? Did I just get a notification that I'm live?
No, David just said I can see and hear you.
I was live earlier today.
Oh, what did you talk about when we were live?
Talk about some comic books that I bought at To Be Continued Comics in Crofton, Maryland.
Where? Say it one more time. The name of the place? I mean,
Crofton, Maryland. To Be Continued Comics.
And that's near Annapolis?
It is near Annapolis. It's a little bit shy of Annapolis from my house. It's on the other side of Annapolis for you.
Okay.
So just highlighting some books I picked up for $1, mostly set completers, but couple of $5 or $10 books. Okay,
we are, just to confirm, we are live.
That's exciting.
All right, and I'm not sure how to get this to go to the Welcome Back Comics Crew. I know I've done it before. All right, so David's going to keep talking about what he found. This is a place you wanted us to kind of maybe swing by when we were coming back from Kentucky and stuff like that as well.
I was thinking about going there. It's not really convenient for. I guess it's a short detour for you. It would just take you home a weird way and maybe add about a half hour to your drive.
I'd have to go over that god awful bridge I hate.
Yeah, I think so. Although you don't have to get over the bridge from my house to there.
Okay.
But right. You would presumably have to go over the bridge continuing forward. And again, I don't necessarily know that it's worth a special trip, but they were doing a sale where their upstairs annex, which they usually say is, I think, between $1 to $5 books, and you find out when you bring them down where stuff gets categorized.
Okay.
Everything up there was $1 for this Labor Day sale they did, so that was made it worth digging, I think. Even though, as I mentioned in the other live video, I probably only got through about a third because I was feeling a little under the weather. I was actually annoyed at myself. I got there and I was like, I'm kind of thirsty. There's a 7-Eleven next door. And let me go dig a little bit first. And then I get up into the annex and their air conditioning wasn't working very well. So I'm literally sweating and just feeling completely dehydrated. I don't know why I didn't just stack my books up somewhere, ask somebody to keep an eye on them or whatever. Go to the 7-Eleven, get a drink, and come back and finish. But
right,
I just ended up, and it's a little bit tough because they have, I don't know if they're custom built shelves, but basically they have the comics are stacked with shelves where it's 3 boxes. So the top box is like regular waist height for like a box on a table. The other 2 you have to pull out from the shelves to dig through, which means the second one is kind of dangling in the air while you're doing it. So it's not the easiest thing to look through. So again, I don't know that I would have found any more gems, but presumably I would have walked away with maybe another 30 or 40 books if I had kept digging.
Very cool. So my big question to you, David, is where can we see you and Welcome Back Comics next?
It's funny. If you hadn't said that, that's where I was going next. We got a big month coming up.
You know it.
Starting for us this Thursday, but for the general public Friday, we'll be at the Baltimore Comic Con. That's going to be in Baltimore, Maryland. And
that's cool.
All weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll be bringing our full setup, our full 20 by 10 booth. It'll have, dollar books. It'll have half off trade paperbacks. It'll have sets. And it'll have a significant number of books that are newer to us that are, a combination of key and just reader copies of some Silver Age, mostly Fantastic Four. So
sorry to interrupt you. A nice run of Doctor Strange, Strange Tales into Doctor Strange into then I guess it becomes Nick Fury, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which I guess it doesn't. But so it's funny because that was one of the boxes that we picked up. It was like Doctor Strange, Strange Tales, Nick Fury. I sometimes say this, and and again, it's self-deprecating. It allows me to kind of make fun of myself a little bit. Legit, yesterday, advertising comic books, I went Strange Tales, Doctor Strange. Here's the thing: are they connected? I don't think so, right? Because it's like 100 and some issue long thing before that it's a monster book, right? So I almost have to look up the origin, but it's like but because I don't, it does. Strange Tales #1 isn't a Doctor Strange book. Because again, I think everything was monster books until Fantastic Four. So
Right.
but I was like, oh, I never once thought about it. Because honestly, I don't think I think about Strange Tales too much. I think of Tales of Suspense and other
Right.
Journey of
Mystery.
Yeah. So
So that'll be us in Baltimore.
yeah.
And
So
then,
we added like a long box of Star Wars books of various stuff. I keep meaning to catch up with Ashoka.
oh, yeah.
I'm hearing mixed bags, but that's Star Wars. Like, like it could be great, but some people just dislike it. So I don't want to go on to a whole other tangent about the Star Wars mythos, but Star Wars books. Anything else happening in Baltimore this weekend?
Baltimore this weekend, there's quite a bit happening. I believe there's an opening game for
The Ravens. Yeah.
football club, the Ravens. I'm sorry, when I say football club, people might think soccer.
No, it's American
football team, the Baltimore Ravens, and one of what I would consider to be probably the greatest musicians from this country, the boss Bruce Springsteen, will be playing there on Saturday night. So it'll be a busy weekend in Baltimore.
What are the chances the boss comes to the show?
I'm gonna guess very, very light. I'm sad about that, but I think that's right.
Right. Sorry, I was about to do a boss of you guys got a Journey into Mystery. I don't even know what he would collect. Like,
I don't think he's a comic book guy.
yeah. So maybe Patty is Patty his wife's name?
Yes.
Of the whole crew, I want to say Little Stevie would be the one I see could be there. Max maybe next. Clarence's nephew.
Yeah.
Clarence's nephew could be at the show. That wouldn't shock me.
Yeah. Also, wouldn't recognize him.
Clarence's nephew, I think, looks like Clarence, and I'm sorry, I think I'm right. If anyone of our anyone wants to comment, I think it's Clarence's nephew, right? It's not his son.
It is his nephew.
Yeah. Okay.
That part I know. I just don't know what he looks like. I mean,
okay. Bill Haas says Strange was named after Strange Tales.
Okay.
They actually even had an evil Doctor Strange in a previous book. Okay. Thanks, Bill. Yeah, it made way too much. So yeah, no, I could see honestly, and then the other guys from the E Street Band could just walk around unnoticed. I think I would notice Stevie and Max.
I might recognize. Well, you said Max. Yeah.
I wouldn't recognize Max. Yeah.
But then after, you would think, okay, that's a big.
Yeah. No, that's it. Right. Yeah.
Taking the rest of the month off, but actually, that's not what's going to happen.
Oh, what are we doing next week? And then what are we doing? What are we doing next weekend?
Same thing we do every weekend, Pinky. Try to find some comics to buy. We'll be at the South Jersey Chud.
And we're gonna do something before South Jersey Chud. We'll be selling at South Jersey Chud, but before that, on Friday, in Merchantville, New Jersey, Play With This Toys and Collectibles has a really
Friday or Saturday?
Which day? Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Friday.
I apologize.
I was worried I was going to miss it.
No, it's Saturday.
Right. That's a good point.
So this summer, David drugged me to a street.
It's not entirely fair.
Toy fair, and it did not go down well.
It's not as good as one.
This one will deliver. It may not have everything David's looking for, but it will have wall to wall. Bill, if you're still on, is Secret Origins going to be in Mercerville this weekend? So we'll be shopping there on Saturday, and then going to get crepes at, I think it's called Charlie's Crepes down the street, and then going to Chud on Sunday. Which at that point we were done, right? We're done for the month at that point.
You would think we're going to take a week off.
Oh, okay. Yeah. you were going to take a week off. I will be stuck doing dog food crap. But go on.
I'm sorry. When I say week off from comics.
Yeah, week off from comics. Yes. I mean, yeah, you'll be down in the land, water in the.
We'll be doing.
Any plum trees survive in the land?
But lots of plum trees. They had lots of plums on them this past season.
Okay, nice.
They're not the plums people might be thinking of. They are Japanese or Korean plum.
Okay.
I forget the name of them right now. So they're not like eat them right off the tree. They usually are processed into like a sauce or
plum sauce
or vinegar. I don't know if it's plum sauce.
Where like I put it on my Mushu pork.
I don't think so. I don't think that's it. Like a umi vinegar or umi vinegar, something
Okay,
like that.
okay, all right. I mean, this is one if British Tim was on right now, he would explain, be telling us the exact thing. Yeah. So
Yeah.
all right. All right. So, but then we get a week off, and then what do we have to do?
Then we have to do some serious work because it's our own sale, the Welcome Back Comics Quick Sale event, where just us and Quick Sale Comics are going to be setting up in town in South Jersey,
West Effort.
West Deptford, and that'll just be us on that Saturday. Is it the 30th?
The 30th. Yep.
Yep, Saturday 30th. We'll be all set up there, and yeah, looking to sell some comics
Nice.
and buy some.
Yeah.
Honestly, we'll do both.
Okay. The other thing that we hope once we kind of figure out this format here is to celebrate our 25 years of Welcome Back Comics. Is to start kind of hopping on here and do little quick form video. It's been 11 minutes, and honestly, what have we sold you guys? But so we're gonna try to learn to do a little like top 5 list kind of thing, which would be boring if we just went, "Hey, David, who's your top 5 favorite superheroes?" But mine's number 3. So there will be a little background story, but it'll be fun. And then maybe Shanna every once in a while will say, "Hey, Shanna, who's your favorite superhero?"
Think about it.
And she's got to think about it. And that's what we'll, so
We'll bring her in to really spice up the
yeah, she will bring the energy.
A commentary person.
But
Just chime in when I want.
the other thing that we will hopefully make an announcement either by Chud or by next weekend is if we're going to have a special 25th anniversary sale. We're not 100% sure yet. We kind of got to check our schedules and see like that. So we will see, and hopefully we'll make that announcement. But again, this is something that
let's make sure we actually talk about that this weekend because I have a couple updates on my schedule that could impact both that and when I might bring the band back down to DC.
Oh, okay. Is that like in a sad way or a good way?
No, I'm going to be around. I don't think I'm going on the annual Ireland trip this year, so I'll be around. I was telling you around the 16th or 17th. I need to be down here, and I need the band to move some stuff.
Sounds good. Okay.
But if we wanted to try and do, I don't know how we would do the sale before that. Ignore everything I just said.
Yeah, no, but yeah, guys, we'll talk about it, and
we'll figure it out.
It'll be exciting. Yeah, we again, it's one of those things. It's all weather dependent because we'd be doing it as part of like in conjunction with Full Heart Pet Pantry as kind of like a fundraiser with them. But it would definitely be an outdoor event in November, which should be cool. Which again, we did several outdoor events in November, and it'd be kind of nice to do that for all of you as we celebrate 25 years of selling comics.
It's true.
I don't quite. What is Welcome Back Comics? 22, 23 years.
Sure.
Dave Brown was still coming down to DC with me.
So is Dave Brown on right now?
No, he's not. We should have Dave Brown come on for an anniversary. We should bring back everybody who helped us out at shows. Oof. Because I remember when we learned that we weren't going to be able to use Basement Comics, which we will tell that whole story. We learned we weren't going to be able to use Basement Comics, and I remember Marta kind of like, you guys should say Brown. We could be Brown Comics, yeah, because Dave, I think came down for several like shows in a row there.
Yeah.
So it was, but yeah. So again, which I'm trying to think is 2001, 2000. Yeah, I don't think it was much later than that. But yeah, at some point we were Welcome Back Comics.
Good time.
Now that is the story that will just blow your mind how we became Welcome Back Comics. So it's good times. But all right, well, so this seems to have worked.
Yeah.
And it looks like there's a button that says I could have been recording this so that we could have just shared the video later. Nope. Yep, got to upgrade. Everything's upgrade. Thanks to Ryan. I don't even know his name. He's on my phone is Ryan Mercer, but I think his real name is Ryan Oppenheimer. Loosely based off of the Oppenheimer movie from earlier this summer, which I think was loosely based on real things.
I believe so.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if our How We Became Welcome Back Comics is a convoluted story, how Ryan Mercer Oppenheimer, I don't know what that I cannot remember the story. He told me once, and it's kind of like how I can't tell anyone what you do for a living right now. So
Sure. Yeah.
I think it's like that. It's probably not that complicated of a story. Just he's adopted. Sorry. So, hey, what
No,
did you guys
just
talk
put
about?
all his business out on a live video. They
Yeah, we talked about Ryan. I told everyone that Ryan was adopted. So he was adopted, and so yeah. And then I think later on, when the Oppenheimer movie came out, he was like, "This is a guy I want to hitch my wagon to." So anyway, Ryan is the one who showed me Studio Restream, and yeah, it'll be a nice little tool. I'll even figure out how to maybe share it right on Welcome Back Comics so that the people who actually want to give input can give input. All right. And yeah, and then definitely Shanna will join us and have some really good commentary.
Yep.
She says no.
It's like when Dennis Miller used to commentate for the NFL.
Yeah. He would jump in with some another behind the themes things. I just made the hotel reservations.
Yes.
Shanna watching me do it, like it's just everything was like, why are you doing that? How come you doing that? And she's like, I do every hotel reservation. This is how I always do it. So we are staying in Lyncium. How do you say it? Lyncium? Linthicium. I want to say Lyncium, but it's Linthicum. Lyncium Heights. Does that sound familiar to you, David?
It does not. I mean, I think most people would probably know it as the Homewood Suites by Hilton, Baltimore BWI area.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yes.
Linthicum Heights.
Linthicum. I think it's. I don't know why. I don't know where I got Lyncium from.
I've never heard of it.
But as I'm watching, I mean, we've stayed there.
Yes.
You've dropped us off there before. I do have to laugh at that. And at this point, if anyone isn't even, no one's watching. I can probably end the stream.